Peace be upon you and God's mercy. Today, we present to you prehistoric extinct creatures that have been discovered recently. The woolly mammoth. Have you ever dreamed of seeing a mammoth in person? Maybe we're close to a giant step toward that. And the thanks go to the recent discovery in Siberia, where researchers found a hidden treasure of mammoth carcasses, and one of them was so well preserved that it still had all its skin. This is a big deal, as scientists believe they can obtain a viable cell from the mammoth remains in a sample of genetic material, which can later be used to clone a living mammoth. And the question now is, should we release a herd of mammoths on a large scale, or put them in a Jurassic Park? Coelacanth fish. Just by looking at this fish, you can tell it's ancient. Coelacanths lived 65 million years ago, during the time when dinosaurs went extinct. Wait a minute. Are we using the past tense? That might be a little misleading, because most discoveries in modern times have shown that the coelacanth still lives in the oceans to this day. Researchers call this creature a living fossil because it is very ancient and has a direct connection to the past. The only problem is that we rarely see these fish and that they have been around for many decades. The oldest ant? Well, actually it's not an animal, but it was prehistoric, so we'll talk about it. In the rainy Amazon forests, researchers came across this ant. It's not just any ant. But as it turns out, it is the oldest insect ever discovered, and it is the most primitive type of ant. It's huge, has no eyes, attacks its prey with its mandibles, and spends most of its life underground. But how old is this type of creature? It's the oldest ant ever found, about 100 million years old. The pygmy white whale. Until a few years ago, researchers still believed that this species of whale was extinct. And the only evidence for that was the bones washed up by the waves, a few of which were seen scattered during the 20th century. In any case, this species of whale is not extinct and is still alive. They are about 6 meters long and swim alone or in small groups. The spotted frog is distinguished by its skin, which has white spots, in addition to its distinctive colors that it uses as a means of camouflage and hiding from its predators. However, this species of frog became extinct 60 years ago. A few years later, a park ranger spotted this elusive species of frog and reported it. So, the problem with this frog is that it belongs to an amphibian family that lived in Europe for millions of years and then became extinct about 15,000 years ago, except for this spotted frog, which made it a living fossil that has fascinated researchers. The young Megalodon. If you are a follower of our channel, you have probably seen the video that talks about the Megalodon shark that lived in prehistoric times. And some people believe that it still exists to this day. And in 2016, scientists discovered another prehistoric shark, which is relatively related to the Megalodon species, and it is about the size of a car. Scientists have discovered across the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans many teeth that belong to this extinct shark, each about 2 inches long, which scientists say date back millions of years. The eel, also known as the sea snake. You can slither like snakes. Anyway, the eel, or what is known as the sea snake, has become a subject of interest for scientists. This animal was discovered beneath a cave found on one of the islands, and scientists have created a new family to include this species. It is believed that this species lived millions of years ago. Scientists have considered it a living fossil, but the question remains, how old is it? Scientists and researchers say that this particular species has features and characteristics that show it existed during the Mesozoic era. It truly is a living fossil. The killer crocodile is known for its large size. Recent discoveries regarding the crocodiles we know today have shown that they are smaller than those that roamed the land and water in the past. Researchers in Tunisia have discovered remains of a terrifying prehistoric crocodile. This crocodile, named Macumosaurus rex, was about 30 feet long and weighed 3 tons. It lived around 120 million years ago. And when it gets hungry, it feeds on sea turtles and some fish, and it also attacks large animals and humans. Giant birds. In 2014, scientists revealed the identity of the largest flying bird ever recorded. The bones of these birds were found thousands of decades ago, but no one knew exactly what they were until recently, about 25 to 28 million years ago. These giant birds had a wingspan of about 7 meters, which is twice as large as the biggest birds living today. Scientists thought that its enormous size would prevent it from flying, even though it had huge wings, but the strength of its bones enabled it to fly and soar. Thank you for watching. Why don't you share your opinion about these extinct animals in the comments section below? Do you want to see more videos on our channel? We can help you with that. Click on the bell icon. You can be sure that all your friends are here, and then you'll get notifications about new releases. For more, subscribe to our channel to watch everything new and exciting.